if you're at a point in life where it feels like you'd rather talk to yourself than other people, I understand you. I'm not saying I'm all good and I'm perfect and I don't need no fucking help. I'm acting like the help you have to offer isn't really helping me, you know? It's not actually helping me. The point I'm trying to make, you know, it's not really helping me. Like, that's not actually help. Just like going to take pills at the pharmacy is not actually healthy. You know, they trick you with words. And I don't say shit to annoy and trick you and bother you. I say, remember that shit? Remember how I gave that to you? I gave you a lot of things in life that I'll never be able to get back. You know, I'll never be able to get it back. Material, spiritual, metaphysical, etherical, cerebral. You know, not because my cerebellum tells me to. Like, you make my lower vibration want to come out. And I don't want it to be that way. And I can't blame you for it. I have to stay away from people that piss me off. Because the shit they do just pisses me off anyway. They tell me they're listening to me, and they're doing it halfway, right? But then they still just ghost anyway. They give you silent treatment. They don't know what to say. Because there's a necessity to talk about it. If you want to actually talk about it. Like, you can't, you were fine the whole time. Until you weren't. And I never was okay with it. Fornication, bro. Like, you know, that's what I was trying to say to these people. They make fun of you. They'll be going to Catholic school making fun of you because you're more of a Catholic here. And then I figure out that's not even good to begin with. Like, it's not even good to do in the Bible to be a Catholic. To do witchcraft. It's the same thing. You know, you're lighting the incense, parading them around on a stick. That's what I don't like about it. You know, I liked singing the songs. I liked being a part of the communion. You know, I liked being there. But when I was in the CCD class, they make fun of me for asking questions about the Bible. I thought that's what this is for. You think I'm just trying to ask you, like, you think a little boy is just trying to ask you questions to annoy you? When I'm saying, well, in the Old Testament, it says not to do this, and here you are teaching me about it, telling me I'm wrong for asking you a question. Gee, I wonder why the Bible says that women shouldn't be teaching boys the Bible. You know, it shouldn't be having authority over men. Because I was already an old soul when I was young. I was mature. Oh yeah, that's right. They call me a little shithead, immature, these people. Right? This past year, within 365 days, he said that shit to me. But when I was 16 years old, you came back from a nice vacation and your dog healthy. Healthier than when you take care of her. You know why? Because you feed them poison. You don't know how to train them. You get annoyed by it. You yell and bitch and moan when it's starting to bark instead of doing something about it. Because then when I do what you do to the dog, when I yell, because I know how to treat a dog. I know how to give it boundaries, space, respect. It will respect me if I start disciplining it. I don't need to go to a fucking class to discipline a dog. Like, bro, you had dogs your whole life. Why are you now just going to a class? When I wanted to do that with my life when I was a kid. Oh, don't do that. It's always something about it. Don't do this, don't do that. Because it doesn't fit in with your schedule. I know. It doesn't fit in with what you want to do. God forbid you put something on hold for somebody else. Because I'm not a people pleaser, even though I'm trying to please you. I'm trying to get you to be happy. Because you're always upset. You're always mad about something. And then you hide behind a smile, like it's all good. While you choke from cigarettes. Hey, at least I'm not acting like it's all good if I choke from cigarettes, right? Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody, most of the time. Because I feel how they feel. What they're saying to me in the comments is ironic. Because I feel like they're just complaining about nothing. All the time. Like, oh yeah, that's a narcissist brainwashing you to turn into them and give you their energy. Because I actually have empathy. And I don't want you to feel a threat from me. I don't want that from you.
I don't want you to feel like you have to protect yourself against me. I want you to feel comfortable around me. Trouble is, I don't feel comfortable around you. I don't feel comfortable around many people, bro. Not really. When I start sitting there thinking about it deep down, I'm just like, I can't handle being around you. You get me angry. You make me upset. And I can't even act out of. You want me to act out of character. That's how I feel. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to yell. I don't want to get angry. I don't want to come off obnoxious because of something I'm correct about. You know, I don't want to shove it in your face all day. That's not me, bro. You know who that is? Satan. That's a narcissist that wants to do that. He goes out of his way to do that to you. How you should follow the law, right? The law God laid out for you in the first place. It would keep Satan away from you. It would. It's just hard to follow two things at once. You can't have a double-minded man telling you what to do. You know, how am I gonna learn how to be loyal and trustworthy from you when you have a lustful eyeball at every cutie that walks by? It doesn't even have to be in front of your face, bro. On a TV screen, I even look away. Because I hate feeling that way in front of women. I don't want a pornographic feeling in my mind when I'm around somebody I'm trying to respect. You understand? Is my lust in check anyway? They're just tempting me with lust. It's my lust to have. Same difference with anger, hunger. I'm not expecting you to feed me because I'm hungry. I try to be grateful with what I do have, and then I fast on top of it. So food tastes better. I'm very appreciative of food because I don't eat all day every day. As soon as I wake up, you know, unless I got something to do, then I gotta cook eggs or have a bagel or something like that, a biscuit, bowl of cereal at the very least. But that's kibbles and bits. It has sugar in it. It has five. It's like, yeah, I know, bro. I try to get healthy cereal, organic peanut butter puffs, Magic Spoon. I try to get shit that's actually not as bad to consume as you want it to be. Because I agree with you that our dietary system is horrible. There's nothing natural to eat. They make everything out of chemicals anyway. And then they pass all these laws that say you can't do this and you can't do that. Oh, they might as well pass a law that says you can't be a human. Because what am I supposed to do, friend? You could go do whatever you want. You could go eat whatever you want, but I'm not allowed to. I barely lived, bro. I was a very plain kid, very simple. I liked hot dogs with ketchup on it, vanilla ice cream. I was drinking coffee with a lot of milk in it when I was a kid. I was already an old soul, is what I'm trying to say. And you telling me I'm too young to feel that way all the time. And now I'm immature. This is what narcissists do to you, bro. Anybody ever had to deal with that knows what I'm saying is true. It's not, oh, everybody's out to get me. That's what they want you to think. So that you have to run back and depend on them every time. I don't really want you to depend on me if you were my wife. I'd want you to be able to take care of yourself if I'm at work all day. Or you need me to kill spiders for you, shovel the walkway. Like, that shit's easy, bro. That stuff is actually easy for me. Maybe it's because I'm a man. I think shoveling is easy. I mean, at least when I was 18, I could do it all day. Never get tired. Now I can see how people expire from it. Because they don't know how to get old gracefully. They don't know that they need help. Like, bro, I could tell in the next 10, 20 years, I'm going to need help with that. How can I afford to pay somebody to shovel for me? Don't you think I would rather have a kid, even if it was a boy or a girl, helping me out? Like, bro, I'd still go out there and help them, even if I couldn't do much. I'd be like, I'm sorry, my heart is unhealthy, and I can't do much. But I'm trying to help you. I'll stay out of your way, and I'm trying to help the little bit that I can help. I'm just thinking about when I'm old, if I even make it that far. Could die tomorrow, bro. You never know when your last day on Earth is. Hey, let me waste my time. Let me save my Popeyes points and my little Monopoly money notes. Let me keep living this way forever. Wondering why it's collapsing. Like, wondering why we call you a bunch of liars. Because look, we did the thing you say to do, and it doesn't pay off. It doesn't work out. But when I do the things God tells me to do, it definitely works out. And it definitely pays off. For everybody around me, too. Because it's not just about me. You try to make something about me now, and I'm like, bro, that time is done. When I wanted attention from you, that time is long gone, bro. When I wanted to talk from you and have advice given to me from you, that time is long gone, bro. You never could give me no advice, really. I can't take health tips from you. I just have to see what you do and try not to do it. Because I don't want to hear fucking pills all day. I already have to hear that my whole life. Pills in a bottle. I definitely don't want to take pills when I'm old. It's just ironic that it goes along with what I'm talking about. Because it always had something to do with that. Like, you take care of yourself like shit. And get mad when somebody says something about it. You've been saying, I have gripes. Like, yeah, bro. You don't listen when it matters, and then you act like you always care. All of a sudden. Like, where were you back there, bro? When I was saying something to you about it back then. You don't blame God again? Because when I tell you ask God about it, you don't like it. Because I ain't trying to talk to you. No more. Those times are done. Like, I don't even want to talk to anybody that much. It feels like I'm wasting my fucking breath. Because they ain't trying to hear nothing. They ain't trying to hear my misery. They don't have empathy when I'm going through it. Why would I care about anything that happens to you? You just tell me deal with it. I've been dealing with it the whole time. Been working and saving what I can. You tell me I'm mooly rich, like you're paying for something. Like, now you're paying for it. I told you. Now you're paying for it, bro. I don't want money from you. I don't want to spend time around you and act like I care about the shit you say. If I don't care about the shit you say, why would I fucking pretend? That's more mean. That's mean of me to do that. If I don't care about things you say and pretend to listen. That's gaslighting. You're thinking I'm like your best friend or some shit, and I don't really give a fuck what you say. That's why I don't act like we could be best buds, best friends. I told this motherfucker. I don't think we could be best friends, but I ain't trying to be all hostile with you. Turns into touching and, jokes that I have to let slide, but I can't joke around. That's why I don't be friends with narcissists. You can't, there's a different set of rules for you when you're around narcissistic people. And they don't have to follow them, but you have to follow them. It doesn't matter who they are, bro. It doesn't matter who you are. If you act that way, I don't want to be around you. See, I have different rules for myself, too. I try to treat your domicile cleaner than where I treat mine. Like, if I was cooking food in your kitchen, I would want to clean it up because you keep it clean all the time, and I don't. I could deal with a little bit of a mess. I'm not getting sick from that, bro. You know what I get sick from? Stress. Not able to afford to get out of this mess. Because if it was my dollar, I would have been downsized a long time ago. I would have known how to invest to get away from it. If everything wasn't so fucking expensive in NYC, like, 15 years ago, still, I was complaining about the same shit back then. And you never leave. But then the whole world turns into that. You want the whole world to turn into Manhattan. Fucking warehouses everywhere. Buying shit from Scamazon. Acting like they care about your health. Yeah, the government really cares about your health. That's why they warp-speeded genome therapy for you to have. Even though it was like a mild risk. 99.9% chance of recovery if you just deal with it. You had to lock the whole country down because geriatric people were afraid to go meet their maker. Even though people my age were dying from taking that shit. On the workforce, you're watching the workforce die. As the aging population survives to have another day of not committing suicide, I guess. Telling a dog what to do, whatever the fuck they do. Letting TV screens lie to them. Reminiscing about the past. Like, all this shit you do is in the Bible telling me not to do that. You know that, right? Like, that's why I go against what you say. You think I just hate you, but I'm actually more aligned with the Bible than you want to admit. Instead of trying to act like I'm a little perfect piece of shit, maybe you should go read it. Because every time I bring up Jesus, you don't fucking like it. Because you think you're the head. Well, you're only the head if Christ is above you. Man. Hey, bro. You know, to your hoe. To your baby mama. You got all this drama. I don't. I seen enough drama with 1-1. And I was like, well, I used to want to be a family man when I was a little kid. That's how much I liked being a part of a family. Until somebody drills it out of you. Because they're telling you need to have a lot of money. Like, you're putting all this toxicity in my brain when I'm still a sponge, wondering why I don't want to talk to you after you hardened my heart and God softened it up because of you. If it wasn't for you, God would have never had to soften my heart back up. So thank you for teaching me how to be super aware of when a vibe switches. Because I had to walk on eggshells around you. Hear you bitch and complain about the wrong fucking butter or a milk dish. Like the dumbest shit in the world you could be screaming about. God forbid I'm a little angry when somebody ghosts me for money though, you know? Now I'm crazy. When if it was happening to you, you'd get real upset. If you were getting ghosted for money, right? I'd hear you bitch about fake contracts, even though you're a private company. Shouldn't have nothing to do with government taxes, bro. Private company. So when I'm working for a private person, it's like, yeah, that's why I wanted on the books jobs. So you can't fucking steal from me. They already steal from me off the top before you even cash your check. You stealing from me to pay for something that doesn't even exist. I'll be lucky if I see 1 red cent from Social Security. You're slaves. You want me to fucking pay, and hopefully I die before I get to see it. I know. And then you make fun of people still. Like, I don't want to have to pay for it, bro. I never did. My first fucking job on the books, I was like, I don't want to have to pay for this shit. Social Security tax. Like, I'm never going to see that. Look, I was right. How many people that I know died after they worked on the books for most of their life? Oh, I guess they deserved it because they hit a pipe. Or they didn't want to feel... You know, you take drugs because you don't want to feel sick. God forbid they go to the street pharmacist for their fucking for their ailment. You know? Difference is they die quick. You die over time. And everybody got to pay for it. That's the narcissist, in my opinion. Like, you expect everybody to stop, drop, and roll because you're on fire. Like, you should have been worried about that. Like how I said, I'll go be homeless because I didn't save up enough money in my 20s. I guess I'm lying about that when I say it. Yeah, I don't want to be around dogs getting treated like one while you treat dogs like people. Like, oh yeah, that's why I'd rather be homeless. That's one of the main reasons I want to go do drugs. Like, you care more about fucking dogs than people, bro. And people like you piss me off. People like you are why I could see how you like dogs better than people. Because I blame the owner. I don't sit there getting mad at a dog. Never have I ever blamed a dog for the shit barking at me. I was always like, what am I doing for the dog to bark? Or cry? Or like me? What am I doing for the dog to come up and like me? Or maybe it just likes my energy. Wagging its tail or barks at me. Like, that's proof to me that wagging the tail has nothing to do with the dog being happy. Like, I'm trying to show you that you're wrong about all this shit. Dog psychology is a grift. You know, you gotta have testosterone and boundaries and tell it what to do by using food. Right? They all tell you get a treat for it. I guess I need to go to a class to know that. Stupid, bro. You waste money every fucking turn you make and then bitch to me about what you spend. You never paid for me. When I was asking you for help, you didn't fucking help me. Turn me away. You tell me you don't care where I end up. You lock me out after I've been working harder jobs than you ever had to do. Going into fucking debt to learn the trade, too. I'm some illegal person, right, that doesn't speak language that I need them to know, for me to understand them. And they were all calling me a bigot on the job too. A lot of people did. Yeah, I got fired for not wanting to learn a trade from somebody that don't speak my language, and they kept putting me with them every fucking day. I guess that makes me a racist person, even though they're the ones bitching about illegal immigration. Why they go hiring them? You go supporting this shit. Well, you bitch about it, and I don't. That's why I am who I am, and you are who you are. I don't want anybody to come see me. That's why I live this way. Like, stay away. Please leave me the fuck alone. All you do is lie to me. Like, I don't trust this person either. Why would I want to be around a bunch of people I can't trust? Yeah, I am stupid. You're right. Doing things out of love, because I'm supposed to love you. I only get one or two, right? How many good loves are you guaranteed in life? Oh wait, go ask a baby that was aborted in the womb if they ever felt love. I know you don't want to hear it from me ever. Never have you ever wanted to hear it from me. I know. Like, what is this gonna do for me, really? I got $12 for gas, and then on the side I have $49 to my name. Like, what is this really gonna do for me? You act like I'm mooly rich. I just want to spend it, spend it, spend it. When I'd rather have feasible assets than this fake fucking money that goes up and down in value whenever it wants to. The 2 silver quarters I have are worth more money than that. You understand? The 2 silver quarters and the silver dime that I have are worth way more than that. And you could still just spend it as a quarter or a dime, and nobody would even know if they have it. Isn't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? How they used to make real money? Like, oh yeah, it used to not be that way. That's right. The gold was a backed thing. The money was a Federal Reserve note backed by silver or gold. Right? A promissory note. Federal Reserve note. That's where the word pounds come from, like a British pound. It's like how much pounds of gold for the paper. Like, you're supposed to have it on reserve. You know, they tricked you, and that's why all your nations are cursed, going through it, losing your identity. That's what happens when you go against God. You blaming all the rest of the world for your problems, or you steal their fucking resources, and then when they start to say, "Yo, look how weak you are," they could just come here and overpopulate you. You need them to work the fields anyway. People like me went on strike a long time ago. Like, I don't want to get stolen from. You act like I don't want to work, but I don't want to get stolen from to take care of your fucking socialism when I'm not going to get the same thing you get out of it. I've been saying this since I'm a kid. You call me a little piece of shit for knowing the truth. Like, oh yeah, you forced them into a fiat currency because they forced you, but the trouble is, now you're forcing everybody else to. Well, you have the biggest voting block, the biggest spending block, and you're so unaware of it, but maybe you're not. Because I think you know exactly what you did to this place. You know? You godforsaken hippies. I feel like you knew exactly what you were doing the whole time. Because then you just go against everything you believe when you turn 49. As soon as you hit 50, you don't believe in the same shit, but I always believed. Nah, no wars, please. Ready to fight, but I don't really want to go to war with you. You know? I will do anything for a girl, but I'm not going to be a fucking simp for you. and let you treat me like shit just to come back around me whenever the fuck you want. You don't know I've been staying away from you? You know, toxic women, lefty boomer hippies. That's this type of shit I've been staying away from for longer than Trump been in office, okay? Longer than when Trump was the president. I've been staying away from this. I've been going to work, taking jobs where usually women are not trying to tell me what to do. Because they don't know what the fuck they want. That's why when they scream out in pain or pleasure, it sounds exactly the same. You know, it's a joke. I'm joking in an NPR voice. Because you don't understand. You want me to get emotional. I have to explain the joke to you. That's why it's not funny. Even though it's true. See, you tell me lies, expecting me to laugh. Because it's a joke. It's a joke. But you're lying, so it's not really funny. You know, you're gaslighting people. You're acting like I'm the one that's sensitive when I can't even talk to you. You get all offended. Every time when I say something like that, you get offended. You get attitude. And you get emotional. And then you act like it's okay to be loud like that. It's compassionate. Like, no, it's not, bro. You get loud in the middle of the fucking night when somebody's trying to relax. God forbid I wake up 3, 4 in the morning and clap, cheer, say hallelujah, sing raps. God forbid I do that. Blast my fucking music. Once it turns 6, once it turns 8 a.m., time to wake up. Here's your Metallica. Here's your Slayer. You know, here's your Grim speaker. It's me. Maybe I might inherit this place because I'm meeker than the people who act that way. Because I don't want you to fucking do nothing for me. I don't really expect you to care. You trust the government and go vote for it, and then you bitch and moan that they don't care about you. When I'm saying you don't care about me. See, you trust them. You expect them to care about you, but I don't expect you to care about me. That's the difference.